Self-care. We get stuck in the hustle culture, the action momentum where we have to do in order to accomplish things. When we can just be, and I'm talking not just women, men also, men and women, aligning with their feminine energy to self-care, nurture, be compassionate to ourselves. This is when we become magnetic. Hi, I'm Holly, and I'm sharing a part of my journey to bring courage and inspire you on yours. And I've been in this like mellow, trying not to stress kind of thing, like this. We moved 2 weeks ago almost now. And it's been a lot. Like this is like 15 moves in 4 years. And my son and I counted, and for me, it's around 44 moves or more in 20 years. It's been a part of who I am, is this, my energy being drawn to different areas. And I see so many people getting so caught up with feeling that they need to just 144. I see it everywhere. Feeling that you need to always be doing and checking items off the list and accomplishing tasks. And you forget about the self-care. 202. This is like, there's a lot of coaches and a lot of people out there that they always say, push, just push, keep pushing, make sure that you get up every day and you push and you hustle and you work. It's like, man, you want me to drain myself out again? Like this is like this thing in our life where they've built this concrete pavement and these concrete buildings and steel structures and the distractions and the fast food and the quick fixes and the microwave culture where everything is easily accessible at your fingertips. Like you just go on online shopping. All these retail stores are closing because people don't go into malls anymore. Everything's online. There's like, where is the human connection? Not even human. Where is the personal connection with other people? Where's the face-to-face? Where is the energetic sharing? People get stuck in the 9 to 5 and they get stuck thinking that, like, there's so many gurus out there like, I made $1 million last month and it's all talking about money. And then some of these people, some of these coaches that come out, they say, less than 5% of all coaches out there make the millions of dollars, and yet they sell you on spending thousands that you don't even have. You're going to borrow from a friend, or you're borrowing like the last bit on your credit card. I see these people in the groups. They're like, I didn't have any money, but I need to do this for me, and I need to do this, and this has got to change, and this. And it's like, and I went and I spent the one person I saw, they're like, I spent my rent money on this. Now, I know that a lot of these people have really good intentions and they really want to keep the momentum going. There's so much mental health problems right now, though. And when you get stuck in the rut, you want the quick fix. You haven't taken the time to heal and build that solid foundation for you, though. I literally took the past 4 years, just over 4 years now, 4 years of my life healing and studying and researching and finding out who I am and trying to find a safe space for my son and I, away from crazy psychos, away from people who are manipulating us and lying to us and trying to ruin our lives. I spent 4 years. I figured out any way that I could for money. I had investments. I sold my properties. I sold everything that I thought that I was going to be setting us up for on our new property. I was going to sell my properties in Ontario. I was going to purchase something, get us set up. I had my 2 shipping containers sent out. And it literally just continued to be this loop. Because people just couldn't let me go. Just let me live my life. Just because you choose this for you doesn't mean that this is for me. And so I had to step away, and you need to do this. And I'm telling you what worked for me and what works for many. I'm not telling you that you need to leave everything behind. I'm not telling you to leave your relationships. I'm not telling you to cut all of this out of your life. But I'm telling you, though, that when you are ready, it takes sacrifice. Every single decision you make, every choice you make, you are sacrificing something. When you choose to stay in that toxic relationship, you are sacrificing your purpose. You are sacrificing your authenticity to appease the level of comfort that you've deemed okay for you and yourself. When you make the choice to align with your purpose, you're sacrificing people, places, things, outcomes, your attachments. No matter what, you are sacrificing something. And you get to choose. Are you sacrificing something that is holding you back? Or are you sacrificing something that is keeping you down? Sacrificing something that's preventing you from getting to your highest potential? Or are you sacrificing your highest potential so that you can maintain your toxic patterning? Every choice you make, you are sacrificing something. Now, I'm not religious. I believe that the Bible has some really great stories and really great lessons that we can learn. I'm not saying that it was translated 100%, because it definitely was not. Even the people who speak Hebrew from Israel right now, they don't even know how to speak the ancient Hebrew that's in the original Bible. So if you actually think that the Bible is like 100% authentic, take another look. When they speak about Jesus going into the desert for 40 days and 40 nights, and the devil testing him, and the devil's like trying to get him into his grips, and he's like, no, I know what I need to do. I know my purpose. I need this time alone to reflect, to turn inward, and see what my internal guidance is telling me. I don't need the outer influences, the external people who are going to fake validate me and fake people please and wear their masks and like pump me up until I set those boundaries, until I do what's best for me. No. Get away from the distractions and go into isolation is exactly what's supposed to happen with each people. And people refuse because it's a scary place, and people are so like they hold on to the attachments, and you hold on to everything. How are you able to actually move forward into that space where you could be wholly successful? And I mean wholly as in W-H, not H-O. When you are whole, you need to sacrifice. I sacrificed the material world. I sacrificed my friendships, my family. I sacrificed money. I sacrificed the material world for me to return to wholeness, for me to remove the distractions. What have you sacrificed lately? 10:10 endings. We're here. It's not too late. You're still here. You're watching this. It's not too late. You still get to choose what happens moving forward. You get to choose, like, are you going to continue to sacrifice what will truly fulfill you? Or are you going to continue to sacrifice what will fulfill you? You're literally sacrificing what will fulfill you by maintaining this toxic patterning of choosing the wrong people, places, things, your attachments to outcomes. You're so afraid of what if? Who cares? Be like the squirrel. Trust your own feet. Trust that when you go within, your feet will catch you. When something happens, you will grab that branch and you will save yourself. You'll trust the inner voice that's not always a voice for everybody. Sometimes it's just a feeling. Self-care. Men need to get comfortable with being vulnerable. And when someone's not going to accept you in a state of vulnerability where you have your healthy boundaries, where you hold your values close, because I'm sorry, like, I've seen some of these videos and these women are horrible. I mean, like, men trying to open up and the one man where he has that spool of wire, I believe it was. It was a spool of something that he'd had for his whole life, 40 years. And he was having a moment. And his wife went outside and caught him having a moment. And she's like, "What's wrong?" Or "What's up?" And he's like, "You know what? I've had this my entire life. And I'm at the very end of it. And it's like, I'm about to use that last piece." And she talks about his hat. And she calls him out on the team hat that he's wearing. And he's like, "Never mind. Forget I even tried." This is how so many men live. I apologize on behalf of all of the unhealed women who have mistreated you and not allowed you to share your voice. Just remember, that's a them thing. It's not a you thing. That's their shit. That's not your shit. You've done nothing wrong. It's not happy wife, happy life. It's happy spouse, happy house. We need to come to a space where men are able to share who they are. Because women have been holding them back so that the men get into their feminine. And it's like they can't even take control because you won't let them. You won't let them be vulnerable. You won't let them make decisions. Because you want to control everything. And I'm sorry. Because here I am. I'm someone who's always tried to make everybody comfortable in their own skin, and they've lied to me. They've lied to me. I made space for them. I've been that good woman. I've been single more times than not because these men, these unhealed men are just so toxic. They can't even be honest with themselves, let alone with me. And it's because of their motherhood wounding. It's because of the relationships they've been in. It's such a toxic cycle that we've lived in this life. And I said enough's enough 4 years ago. Longer than 4 years ago, but 4 years ago is when I really took control of my life. I stopped saying, hey, what do you need? What do you need? What can I do to make your life easier? You want to see your son? Because, like, it's been a few weeks. Like, here I am driving 6 hours whenever you want to see him. How can I make your life easier? Even if I need to suffer, how can your life be easier by something that I can do for you? Because I needed the external validation. Because I wasn't receiving enough. So I gave too much. And there's 1616. There's so many men out there who don't know how to love. They don't know how to open themselves up to even receive love because they don't know what it is. They don't know what it feels like. And I'm sorry for that. Like, my heart goes out to you. Everybody deserves to feel that. And I mean even the darkest of the people, the darkest ones who, they were raised in the secret societies or whatever. They were raised in the darkness. They only knew how to cause pain. When they want to decide to finally take accountability in their life and right their wrongs and make sure that it doesn't happen again, they deserve it too. The world is shifting. It's shifted so much in just the past few years. It's time for you to figure out what you want in your life. Every decision you make sends out a ripple effect out into the world. So you're choosing either fear and pain and suffering, or you're choosing to heal. And your healing and your decision to take accountability in your own life sends out the ripple effect, and it creates space for others to be able to do the same. People are so afraid of each other. It's tough, I know. Like, you want to close your heart off forever because of all the pain that you've endured. You played a role in that too, though. I played a role in it. I had no boundaries. I let everybody walk all over me. I taught them how to treat me. I taught them to take whatever they wanted. I'm not innocent. None of us are perfect. We all have our flaws. And the thing is that you get to choose. I chose over 4 years ago that nobody was going to take advantage of me anymore. I needed to figure out my own shit. I was like, nope. No, you're not going to tell me what I need to do because I need to figure it out. And I went on a long and dark road alone. And Divine Source would plant people along the road to help me through. It's crazy. It's always in perfect timing. Only when you surrender. So please, choose you. Mwah, 1919. Bliss to each and every one of you. I appreciate you hearing me, and I appreciate you accepting my tears. Holy moly. Accepting my tears and vulnerability. Thank you for being here with me.